Well, that doesn't really exist, right? Like, like Ralph Lauren. Like, you think he's sketching? No, because design is so specific. Like, if you're people call themselves a designer, they're really stylists. If you can't make a pattern, you're not a designer. It's like being an engineer. Like, you don't call yourself an architect if you can't make a house. You know, you can be an interior designer. You know, you can pick colors and pick whatever, but that doesn't make you in fashion. Doesn't make you a designer. You know, um, so if you have a brand like Ralph Lauren, like you have teams of designers. Like I got a friend who works as a designer at Ralph Lauren. All he does is design cut and sew knits for kids for boys, meaning like T-shirts, Henleys. That's it. Not actual sweaters, not anything outside of that category. He literally just makes tech packs. And what he's doing when he's designing them is he's sketching them to infinite degree of detail so that the people sewing them know exactly the ribbing to use, the height of the rib, the distance of the shoulder, the armhole shape. Like, he has to technically describe each piece. And it's super technical because like the people making it, it's like you're making blueprints. So once you get past a certain point, maybe when you first start, like when Ralph Lauren was designing ties and selling them out of his car, that's how he started. It was Ralph Lipschitz. He was selling ties out of a car. And his whole thing was, it was the skinny tie back then, like the Mad Men shit. And he came up with the wide tie. It was like 4 inches wide, like super wide, with like a bolder color. And he went to stores like Bloomingdale's, or I don't even know if Bloomingdale's was around then, but department stores, and said, "These are my ties." And they said, "No, no, we don't want them." And he stuck to his vision. He kept the wide ties, and the stores eventually came around because he was making buzz selling them out of the trunk of his car. So maybe back then he was actually drawing the colors and coming up with the silks and stuff. But as you grow, every little niche of your operation becomes like super hyper specialized, and you need people to kind of run that. So you become like the overall figurehead. You become like, you build the world. Like Ralph Lauren's famous for this. He's built the world. Like the colors, the wood, the fur rug, the leather couch, the way you walk, the way you drink, the way you put this stuff on. Like, that's what guides the whole brand, you know?